What's up everybody, Modworker here in Minecraft. Today we're going to try to get to the moon. This is a newer mod that I found for Minecraft. It's been recently made. I believe it was made in August of this year. It's called Space Settlers. I'll have a link down in the description for you guys to look at that. I've never played this mod. I did research it on how to do this. I read the manual that comes in the game for a while. And I'll be honest with you, I don't know what's going on even though I read it. It took quite a bit to understand it. So hopefully I can convey what I did there for you guys. So, first step, like any other in Minecraft, is to get the basic items. Wood, stone, sand, food, flint, iron. Gotta make some wood tools, stone tools, and iron tools, and then find a village. So, that's what you're gonna see that I do, and how I get them. But because everyone has seen that before, we're gonna do a montage on getting all the items. And there you have it, the montage is over. Unfortunately, some of my files did get corrupted, so we did miss out of my mining endeavors and my forest chopping, but that's okay. We have, next up is the nether portal. So I did make this as well. Never been in it at all. First time I went in it, I was shocked. There is a fortress right next to my nether portal. It is amazing. I can't believe it. So, what I needed to do, if you guys didn't see the montage, it was I need blaze rods. But before I decided to go hunt for those rods, I did decide to explore the area. But unfortunately, I didn't really have anything for armor, so I ran away from that blaze that I just saw to get some better armor. But when I went back into the nether, I forgot to hit record. So just pretend that you guys saw that I went to the nether. Continuing on, I needed to smelt all the items I gathered so far, so I'm making planks to burn all of the dirt, iron, sand, gold, and copper. Did I miss anything else? I don't think I did. I figured this would be the most efficient way to process all my materials without having to go back and forth between different furnaces, so I just made like 60 furnaces with all the stuff I had. And I also needed a lot of wool for my spacesuits, so I do have sheep that the village nice enough to make a sheep farm for me. I just kind of stuck them all in there and harvested my wool that way. So while that was going on, I figured I need a shield because everyone needs a shield, so I need a shield too. But now comes the planning process for my entire trip. I've gathered the materials, now it's time to start manufacturing. Look in the manual, I'm seeing I need oxidized powder, which is just pretty much smelted dirt that lets us breathe in space. That goes with the life support and furnaces for the life support. But before I can make that, I'm going to be making my spacesuit. And for that, I just need wool, glass, and gold, so that's not too hard to come by with all the stuff that I have gathered. And I gotta be honest, it's a pretty nice suit, and I'm ready for space. But before we can do that, I need to make a launch pad and the rocket launch control, just so you know we have a nice little setup. And then I need to quickly make some hoppers for my chests. That way, or wait, what? I said that backwards. I need to make some chests for my hoppers. While making the hoppers, I realized I didn't have doors for my buildings at all. So, I decided to make some too. Next, you'll see me collecting materials such as iron and whatnot, smelting more iron because I want to make an automatic farm for my sugar crops. So the only way to do that is I need an observer. Only way to make one is getting nether quartz. Good thing the portal's right by some quartz. At the same time as getting those quartz, I decided to check out some areas outside of the fortress and found red forest. And best of all, glowstones. Once I got back to my base, I decided to expand it a little bit. That way I had a spot to put my armor, more specifically my spacesuit. So that's what I did. Even though I didn't have to build a launch pad or the launch station because they're only cosmetic, I went with it anyways because, hey, this is the space theme and I wanted it to be kind of authentic here. That's why I put it over water, so when the rocket takes off, the exhaust and sounds and whatnot are dampened by the water, and like in real life. And I didn't know what shape to put the launch pad in, so I kind of just made it like a circle, because why not? And the launch pads are actually very expensive to make, so I only had 27 blocks. But for what I had, I think it turned out alright. So at this point, I've been trying to figure out how to get fireworks for the rocket ship. I was contemplating building a creeper farm or going outside and just hunting them, because with the creeper farm, I would have needed to collect a bunch of cats, and I kind of didn't have time for that. At least I didn't feel like I did. But I was getting my materials organized before making that decision. But in the meantime, I finished the parts for the rocket and got distracted by sugar. And you'll see towards the end of this video, it was a great distraction because I found out you needed sugar to make paper, and paper can make paper blocks, and you can burn the paper down to make gunpowder. Oh, my mind was blown. While constructing the rocket, I realized I needed some new flint and steel. That way I can make a little flint and steel thing to start fires, because apparently you can't use already used up flint and steel even if you only used it one time for the nether portal. But oh no, we have to get new materials, which, okay, fine, fair enough, gotta get new materials. And I did, and I found sugar. I do like my sugar. So out of habit, I usually just make sugar on the sides of water or bodies of water that I have, just because, you know, I want more sugar, because I like sugar. Again, I've said this before, I'm probably going to be diabetic because of it, but I like sugar. But in the meantime, I needed a bunch of iron to make my rocket, so I was pretty happy. I spent a bunch of time excavating that giant hole. So I have my rocket made. I decided to build my life support system in case it was time to go. But again, I don't know how to use this stuff. I've never done this before. And you'll find out later on in the video that I probably should have read more about it before I took off. But you know, that's for later in the video. Remember how I said I was stuck between doing a creeper farm or just harvesting creepers overnight, whatnot? This is right when I figured out that I could use paper to build fireworks. Oh my god, my mind was blown. A stack of paper is a paper block, and you burn that paper block and you get 2 gunpowder. Oh, so all my grand ideas for building a mob spawner or going out to hunt hundreds of creepers gone in a flash. So I decided to build a sugar farm. But first, I needed a whole ton of sugar and lots of it. And yes, that's exactly what I did. Montage. I'm getting a little ahead of myself on this whole montage thing. First, I need materials. So just go into my chest, make sure I had enough materials, and I needed a whole lot of dirt. So now this is when we can start the montage. Go. Now it's time to make paper blocks, then burn the paper blocks to collect gunpowder from the burnt paper blocks in order to make fireworks with not burned paper and just regular paper. This is a really confusing process, but that's fine, whatever. The book said to right click the rocket and add them, but I didn't trust it as well as I should have, and I might have been using up over 30 rockets trying to figure out how this works. But you know, I found an easy way to do it using the rock launch station. You just add those to the station itself while the rocket is out in the open, and it will fill it up automatically. It's pretty nice. But with the rocket finally filled up and its fuel, or with its fuel I mean, it's time for me to gather all my materials and head out to space. At this point, I spent hours collecting and gathering materials, so it's kind of a surreal moment for me, at least gathering what I wanted to take with me. Maybe I didn't add enough fuel, maybe this is my one-way ticket to the moon, and there's a lot of what ifs going on in my mind right now. And if I mess this up, this is hours and days of work just gone out the window, and I would be very upset at this. So I strategically grabbed whatever I could fit in my pockets, and I went to the rocket. And boy, let me tell you, I gathered all my materials, loaded my my rocket ship up, and my suit's on, and I'm ready to head out to the moon, and I have no idea what I'm in for as I climb up higher and higher. And let me tell you, I was not prepared. So I'm pretty excited as I keep going up higher and higher to the moon. I've never been there before. I'm super excited. I'm pumped. But I couldn't relax so soon because I'm taking damage the moment I got to the moon atmosphere, and I have no idea why. Literally, I have no idea why. I read this book, I did everything it said to do, and I'm still dying. So I had to act as soon as I could. I decided to build a quick support bunker to hopefully live. I didn't want my first trip to the moon to be my last. Quickly setting up my life support system, I was able to get oxygen and live. I don't know why I was dying, but you know, my suit wasn't working. That's okay. It didn't make sense to me, but I was able to build it. I made it work. I got this little bunker working. I'm good to go. And then I realized I needed to put oxygen in the helmet. I thought it came with oxygen. I was wrong. Once I realized that, it was smooth sailing, and I could build the rest of my base. Let me tell you, I almost died, and I almost ruined this entire video, and I would have been very upset and sad, but I didn't. Since I had time on my side again, I decided to brainstorm what type of base I wanted on the moon. With the materials I brought, I could make something grand and expansive that you can only see from the moon. So not that many materials, you know. But with almost over 1,000 seconds of air and able to jump higher than most NBA stars, I decided to construct my base. I kept reading the manual on a redstone door and thought it was an iron door, you know, the door with the holes in it. I thought that'd be a great idea because you need redstone to make it work. I didn't realize till now that it meant a piston door as I'm doing this recording. But hey, you know what? It's an enclosed environment. I thought the door with the holes would work, but you know, next video I'll try to do that. I just want to say thanks to everybody who made it this far in the video. I do appreciate it. If you can, leave a like, leave a comment, or subscribe. Any one of those three. It does help me out a lot. It does give me more motivation to make more Minecraft videos, and I do want to keep making videos because I do enjoy making them. But this is my first actual serious video with my own voiceovers, so I'm trying something new. But in the meantime, for the rest of this video, I will leave you guys with just some music to check out what I did. So again, thanks for watching.